It is July 26th, and we finally got a series to talk about. We got baseball's back. The Yankees are storming the nation's capital. Pinstripe strong. Let's do it. For the kids. What's going on, y'all? It is your boy Joe's McFly, and out here with my co-host
Keith McFly with the PHLY. Keith McPherson checking in.
We lit. Every week that goes by means Chris is getting a little better. So little by little, Chris, you will be back pretty soon. So I know. Let Chris come back on there.
He getting strong. He rehabbing. He getting right.
Yeah, he getting pinstripe strong. So it's some good stuff. We finally got some baseball to talk about. I'm hyped for that. You hyped for that. Everybody's hyped for that. In case you guys don't know, before we get into baseball, you carrying or not, some pretty interesting stuff. Guys, listen. We actually have something that we're gonna drop in here just for you guys. JomboyMedia did this, so I'm gonna just drop that real quick. So in the middle of the podcast, we're gonna drop it for you guys. But it's good. It shows growth, all right? It shows growth. So the Pinstripe Strong podcast brought to you by JomboyMedia. And what we will do is that, of course, this is your first time listening. Don't make it your last time. And we are seriously serious about not keeping shit too serious. So we keep it really light. It's just a real cool approach that we have. When we talk about baseball and just our feelings and what's going on in the week, right? So first time joining, make sure you guys, first of all, you got to follow Pinstripe Strong, all right? Follow Pinstripe Strong on all socials, Twitter, Instagram, all that. And I think I took care of all housekeeping, Keith. And yeah, but how you doing, bro?
I'm great, man. We're obviously going to talk about the game.
Oh, yeah.
But if that game went differently,
a different mood.
It might not be so great.
Might be a different mood. It might be a different mood.
I was stressing the last like 10, 15 minutes.
It was crazy. I couldn't believe it. But you know what? That stress, that feeling, all that stuff is kind of like what we're looking forward to, what we're happy to finally have back. That anxiety, that craziness, bro. Like, I was doing my live stream, and during the season, guys, we do podcasts after every series. So you can tune in. We go from the once a week in the off season, which it's been a super long freaking off season. Finally, we're in season, so we do it after every freaking game. All right? So that's what we have there. And yeah, like, things started getting back to normal, doing a post-game recap, you know, like just different stuff, but
like riding a bike.
Like riding the bike, boy. You get right back on that bike. It's like, all right, cool, I'm good. I'm ready for this. You know what I mean? I started getting back into the live stream, the vlogs. I'm gonna do something different with the vlogs this year. So I think I'm gonna do the vlogs per series, Keith. So you remember how we would do them per game?
Yeah.
Now I think I'm gonna do per series, and I'm gonna just break them down and then have like timestamps so people could just jump in certain things. So after this, that's something else I gotta edit, because you gotta the turnaround is quick, boy. Like the next day is right. The next game is right there, boy. Like the days off and stuff like that don't really come as often as Friday did there. So that's basically what's happening. So new stuff. My internet's been crapping out, but stay patient as we're trying to figure things out here. But where do we start, Keith? Where do we start?
Anywhere you would like to start, man. I'm with whatever you want to do. There's so much to talk about. Obviously, we know what to talk about, and everybody knows what we're gonna talk about. So
actually, all right.
Follow your lead.
So we'll go ahead and we'll do this, and of course, all of our episodes, and all that stuff is presented to you by JomboyMedia. You guys don't know, get hyped. This season here. The season's in full swing. We were surprising people on all socials. Even Trevor Proof was like, whoa, you guys are killing it on socials. Holy shit. We're like, yeah. You got no idea. This is what we do. And JomboyMedia.com. The squad was out in full effect. You guys should have seen us in the studios on opening night. John Boy was in there making clips and gifs. You had Kyle in the back making shit up, posting shit up on the different socials. You had Keith in there making clips. You had Zach in there. Like the whole crew was in there except for McDougal. McDougal wasn't in. He was home. KD just left him, so no dog this time around. But that's what happened in there. It was crazy. The energy in there was lit. And when you got all of these great positive people coming together to just bring you this energy, that's when you get a really good product. So you guys want shirts like me and Keith, 27 outs. That's the mantra. We got to remind people, Keith, that's the mantra, 27 outs. Go to JomboyMedia, Media, shop.JomboyMedia.com, collections, and then you can look for Pinstripe Strong in there and look for the 27 outs t-shirt. We got some new t-shirts coming out, so get ready for that. 61 game seasons in full effect, guys, because you live and die by every pitch and game. And shot out of a cannon, opening night. It's wild. But we always start, we start on a light note with everything. So we always like to let people know every episode, this week in baseball and leading up to it, we always talk about if we are caring or not. And we always talk about, there's just certain things that we talk about, whether we care about it or not. And the first thing on the list, Keith, and we're gonna go ahead and talk about Mookie Betts signs a 300, I wanna make sure I get this right. Mookie Betts, $365 million to stay with the Dodgers. And the Red Sox fans are highly upset about this. Are we caring or not?
Of course we care. That's big money. That's big baseball money.
It is. All right, so let's talk about that.
They said baseball's dying. No one watches baseball.
No.
Where's all that money coming from?
The players got to take a pay cut because the owners are... Even with the owners.
They just rebuilt Dodger Stadium. They remodeled the back of Dodger Stadium for the All-Star game that we're not having. They got bread.
Facts.
And the Red Sox didn't want to fork over that kind of money.
Did not.
But the Dodgers did.
The Dodgers did.
Of course they did.
So that's, it's what it is. Congrats to you, Mookie Betts. Shout to you, my mans. Thank you so much.
World Series.
Thank you so much for signing that contract, because I was really upset. I would have been really upset, Keith, if they would have said, and then the Red Sox re-signed him. Oh, we only lost him for 60 games. Doesn't really matter. And that's it. Now you fucking lost him. So fuck out of here. Let's go. Next thing we got to talk about. If we are caring about this or not, I think we possibly are. Major League Baseball and all around the league, people come together to unite for change. Black Lives Matter. And people take a knee before the national anthem. And finally, baseball takes a step, and they were really, even their Twitter account and their social media account was really out there promoting this for equality. Keith, are we caring about this or not?
Absolutely. I am black, and my black self was surprised.
Me too.
MLB was out here acting totally different.
Way different.
Bucko.
They're different.
They had a whole different energy.
I like it. I like it though.
I love it.
I love that, man.
I love it. And I look at it like this, because I posted the Tampa Bay Rays came out on opening day, and their first tweet in the morning was, it's opening day, which means it's a great day to arrest the killers of Breonna Taylor. And I was like, whoa,
what the hell?
I wasn't expecting the Rays to have that kind of energy.
The Rays Twitter works a little different too. Like the way that they move, I'm gonna be honest, according to all of the other MLB teams, they're different. It just beats to a different tune. But I was still surprised that they put that out there as well.
But Thursday, we saw Aaron Boone wear the Black Lives Matter Nike t-shirt. That had me fired up. Then we saw the guys with the they were all holding that long black like, I don't know what it was. It was like a long black rope or sheet in solidarity. And then on our own team, we had Giancarlo Stanton. His mother is black. Aaron Hicks, he's a black man. Like you saw what these guys said and did. They took a knee during the anthem, and they actually followed it up with words saying that, hey, this is my life.
Yep.
We're out here for equal rights, equality. And I love it. It is the literal change we needed to see. And for you clowns out there that are saying, oh, keep politics out of sports.
That's not politics.
Boycott MLB. It's not politics.
That's not equality is not politics. How many times I got to tell people that shit? I'm not going to say it again.
Keep telling them,
bro. Stop it. Equality is not politics, you dumbass. Oh.
Keep telling them, bro, because they want to make it something else. They want to hijack the situation and say, oh.
Fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
Get out of here with that shit, boy.
For real. They want to make it about something else, and it's not. It's about, we're tired of the nonsense. We're tired of the bullshit. Treat everyone fair. John Carlos said we should all get a fair shake, and that's what it's about. So I'm proud.
That's all it's about. Love that Giancarlo, and we'll talk about that a little bit more when we get the Yankee stuff, but Giancarlo and Hicks took a knee, and the team supported them and all of that. I like that. A lot of stuff that I'm liking, that I'm hearing from the team this week as well. But we're talking about all of baseball around. Another thing, MLB expands their playoffs to 16 teams, with teams agreeing to $50 million postseason bonus pool for the players, 16 teams, and all that stuff. Are we caring about this or not, Keith?
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, as a Yankee fan, we don't care that much because we're in. We in our minds, we're in regardless. We're in if there's 8 teams, we're in if there's 16 teams. But they got this done at the buzzer. They got this done right before first pitch. They got this done right before the season started. We posted about it on Pinstripe Strong. That pool money, that $50 million in the pool, that's incentives.
Yeah, it is.
That wasn't there before. So I care about it. They're doing the right things all of a sudden.
They're doing
After months of saying and doing all the wrong things.
You know what? For baseball to do the right things, they need baseball to be happening. That's what's happening. They need If baseball's not happening, they don't know what the fuck they're doing. If baseball's happening, then they know what they're doing. So
that's too real, bro. When the games are being played and they see the reaction and they see the highlights and they see how much fun baseball is and how much fun the fans are having, they're like, yo, put more money in it. And more teams in the playoffs, and we got to maximize the postseason. By the time the postseason gets here, I'm going to plant this seed.
Yeah.
They're going to figure out how to put some fans in the stands. It's going to start with family and friends, but some lucky media and fans are going to be in the stadium for them postseason games. You watch.
Yeah. So
business.
Good stuff. So I'm glad that they did that. In case you guys don't know, first 2 teams in the division make the playoffs automatically. And the next 2 teams with the better records would make the playoffs as well. People say it cheapens the regular season. I think about it as like, you know what? It kind of creates some wiggle room where maybe these teams that are top tier teams, if they don't win and things like that, they get off to a bad start in a 60-game season, maybe they can be able to recover and still make it into the postseason. You want to have the best teams in the postseason. That's the thing. So I am happy about that. Let's see what else we got in here. We have another thing that we
after.
Oh, Blue Jays.
I know where you're going.
The Blue Jays have a home. Finally, they're playing in Buffalo. Do we care about this or not?
No.
All right.
Get to the next one.
MLB records 6 new COVID cases. I feel like I'm kind of tired of talking about COVID. I don't want to talk about it really anymore, but are we caring about that or not?
No, get to the next one.
All right, so let's talk about the next one here, which is Didi Gregorius comes out and he drops the tweet after the Phillies win. Ring, ring, ring on. I don't know what ring he's talking about, but 7 strong by Let's Go. Let's see what's going on here. Don't know where Keith went, but so he actually comes out to say, Didi comes out with his post-game tweet, which I didn't think so. John Boy said that he didn't think that it would come out or he would come out with it. Guess what he did? Talked about 7 strong ending. Basically the same kind of normal tweet that Didi does, that he did with the Yankees. Are we caring about this or not?
I mean, we have to talk about it. I wasn't feeling it, bro. I wasn't feeling it.
Okay.
It just seems gimmicky, man. It seems like a marketing thing. It doesn't seem genuine. He didn't want to do it with the Yankees last year, and they forced him into doing it. Kids love it. It gets the people going. But with the Phillies, like, I understand Didi owns that whole emoji post-game thing, but that was a Yankee thing, and it don't hit the same with the Phillies. It hits different with the Yankees. I saw that, and I was just like, nah, bro, this ain't it.
I can't speak as a Philly fan. I honestly don't care about this because I don't really care too much about this because I think that, all right, guys, that love fest gotta end, bro. That's it. It's a wrap. Like, people move on. People leave. Like Didi was here. He was great. I love that. I love the 2017 homer and all that stuff. Love how he took over for Jeter and there's a transition and all of that stuff. But that's it, bro. Like, it's what you want me to do, bro? Like, yo, it's a wrap. Like, I'm gonna keep freaking loving the same dude forever. Like, that's it. We got enough people on this team to share the love for, bro. Like, that's it.
That's exactly how I feel.
Phillies are coming into town this
Twitter, like,
bro. We're about to go to face the Phillies next.
Right. Yankees Twitter last Monday was having this whole welcome back Didi party. I'm like, yo, what side are y'all on?
Well, the thing
y'all
is
just
that
start watching baseball. You know what it is? A lot of these Yankees Twitter fans did just start watching in like 2017. So they love
not only that, but I think that Didi also, I think there's a portion of it is that people also want Didi to do well for him because he's such a positive force. He was a positive force in the team. And, you know, last year, his contract year, he didn't play well because, you know, he just didn't play well last year. And then you have this and he didn't get the money that he thought that he probably could have gotten, which more power to him, brother. Like, I hope you get all the money that you can, bro. And I hope this year goes really great for you, for every team that you face, except for the Yankees. And go ahead, get your money, bro. But until then, like, sorry, bro. Like, I got enough people on this team to love.
I'm going to say this real quick. We play Didi and it counts tomorrow. I'm good on him. Yeah. I'm rooting for him, but not against us. I hope he goes over with a couple errors when he's playing against us.
Facts.
The last thing I want to say about Didi is with the contract he had with the Yankees, that qualifying offer, right? That $17.8 million qualifying offer was a dub. The Yankees were not doing that.
They didn't even offer that.
We knew moving Gleyber.
He would have took that. He would have took that.
Like, listen, like people were talking about, oh, you know, we could have gave him 14 mil. No, the qualifying offer that was built into his contract, we would have had to pay him 17.8. We let him test free agency. He went and opted to go with the Phillies. Cool. We don't need him. We had the plan in place to put Gleyber back at his natural position, shortstop, and then put DJ at his Gold Glove position, second base. Let's move on. I put out a tweet. I was like, who are we going to regret losing more, Sonny Gray or Didi Gregorius? I don't regret losing either one of them. I wish them both success, but like,
our guys are good. How about that? Our guys,
they're good players, but you can't. That's the thing. You can't have all the good players in the league. We got a bunch, but I'm rocking with the guys we got. The guys that are in the pinstripes with the blue hats and the interlocking NY. Those are my guys. I don't care about anybody else.
All right. Well, that's some good stuff, man. And that's all for are we caring or not? Stuff that we care about, just little topics. Let us know, guys. Make sure you guys have and join the Discord. We do have a Discord. You want the link, hit me up. Join the Discord, and you guys could be able to submit maybe certain subjects, are we caring or not? And then we'll probably give you a shout out on the next podcast. So we'll go from there. So this is the little surprise. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I appreciate that. This is the little surprise that we have here right now. And this is a treat for you guys. Okay. This is something new. Okay. But this is how you know that we growing. Okay. We are growing. And baseball's back with a crack of the bat. That's right. The boys are getting back on the diamond this week. And while we may not be able to join them at the stadium, there's plenty of action that could be had from the comfort of your own home. There is no better way to be able to get into the action than with DraftKings Sportsbook, America's top-rated sportsbook app. To celebrate baseball coming back, DraftKings Sportsbook is offering free bets for every home run your team hits. Taking advantage of this Grand Slam offer is real easy, guys. All you have to do is just place a pregame bet. Keith's been on that.
course.
So I seen you. You've been on that. Place a pregame bet of at least $25 on your home team, and for every home run that they hit in the game, you'll get $5 worth of free bets. So I mean, this game, actually game 3, you could have had, you could have had some free bets right there if you would have did it as Glaber and also Voit, which we'll get into a little bit more, homered as well. And Giancarlo was going off in this series as well. So you could have made some money as well. Additionally, DraftKings Sportsbook is offering all new users a sign-up bonus of up to 1,000. All right, let me say it again. 1,000. Okay? A straight buck. All right? $1,000. Don't worry, if baseball isn't your game, DraftKings offers great odds and promotions on all sports ranging from ping pong, I don't know, playing bing bong, all the way to freaking basketball, which is coming back as well. That's your arena, Keith. Make sure you're plugging Keith out there for his podcast as well. DraftKings Sportsbook is US-based, making it safe, secure, and reliable. Plus, it's easy to make a deposit and withdraw your funds whenever you want. Download the top-rated DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code JomboY when you sign up. For a limited time, all users can get a sign-up bonus up to $1,000. That's code JomboY to get your sign-up bonus up to $1,000 only at DraftKings Sportsbook. Must be 21 or older, New Jersey only. Bonus comprised of a first deposit bonus and a first bet match, each up to $500. Deposit bonus requires 25 times playthrough. Restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Yes, sir. Jersey, you know how we come in on the DraftKings.
Let's go. So you
Legal
guys,
sports betting over here on the Jersey
that's
side.
right, guys. We're gonna do some more stuff with that, man. We're gonna do like a nice Pinstripe strong pool. We're gonna figure some things out. So stay tuned for that. So make sure you guys again use code JomboY and sign up for the DraftKings Sportsbook app as well. So you guys know we growing, right? We growing.
Yeah, I seen the Yes Network had a DraftKings ad before the game today. I was like, wait, we got a DraftKings ad too.
Nice. We on it. We on it. But let's talk some Yankee shit, man. You ready for this?
All day, every day.
All right, so I noticed on my thing, usually it puts it up on Twitter, but it did not come up this time around where the link and all that stuff, letting people know that we have the podcast. There's still a whole bunch of people in here, so thank you guys so much for joining. Boy, paid sponsorship. And speaking of that, Keith, did you see somebody had a commercial around here?
I did. I was beating I said it to my girl. I said it to a couple of my friends, like, yo, that's my boy McFly.
You guys see it. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, there's an Uber Eats commercial that I have with Uber Eats. People are like, man, yo, I hope they giving you money. I'm like, yo, don't worry about my pockets, bro. I'm getting my bread. All right, don't worry about
pocket watching, bro.
Stop pocket watching. All right, and some people
I know you see me.
Yeah, some people was hating. Some other people were congratulating me in private or on the side and stuff like that. So then that was cool.
Let them hate.
Nice.
Let them hate, bro. People hating, bro. I said to you from the jump, yo, years ago when I first met you, and then you went viral the year that I met you. I'm like, yo, this dude is the GOAT Yankee fan. He's from the Bronx. He's the reaction king. So many people are tweeting, they're like, watching the game with Joe's McFly is unmatched. So just because they can tell, like, you got this Yankee shit flowing through your blood.
Just the vibe,
like,
yo.
You live and die with every pitch, man. And
I do. And
I'm just happy to be on the pod. I'm happy to be part of Pinstripe Strong because I was a listener before I was ever on the show. And I just love to see you doing big things. You know, we're going to keep going.
Exactly.
We're all going to do big things.
Exactly. And you know what? And listen, guys, you hating out there, you got some hate in your blood. The first thing I'll tell you is this. Listen to Meek Mill, all right? Rule number 1, all right? Never watch another dude's pockets thinking you deserve it, all right?
Yeah.
There's some other stuff there, I cleaned it up a little bit, but
1942 flows.
All right? So That's just what it is. I mean, even Rick Ross says it. Like he said, "Who give a fuck what a hater gotta say? I made a couple $1 million last year. Didn't wait." Hey, I'm the biggest boss that you've seen thus far.
They can be mad. They can be mad, yo. I saw that. I think I threw it in the WhatsApp. I'm like, Uber Eats, let's go.
It's the beginning. Hopefully, it's the beginning. So little by little, baseball season is back. Crack of the bat, all that shit. I mean, but it's all good, bro. But it's time for some Boone said, right?
Boone said.
All right, so we got some Boone said, which is some Yankee news, notes, stuff like that. We talked about it. I think we talked about it a little earlier. I'm not sure, but Chapman tested positive, so he just needs one more positive test, and we get Chapman right on back. You look at this guy on his Instagram and all that stuff, and you start to see, Chapman is a freaking workhorse, bro. That dude's a beast. The Yankees even sent him some things so that he could still throw inside of his apartment. Did you see that?
No, I didn't.
They give him, it's like a bag. It's like a bag, Keith, that ties around your wrist. And he does his normal throwing motion. He just throws like in his living room and the ball just goes into a bag. Like some crazy shit. Some crazy technique. Yo, Matt Blake, bro. It gotta be Matt Blake. Because Larry would have gave him a towel or some shit. Like, that's what I want you to do with the towel, okay? I want you to use the towel and just whip the towel as fast as you can, all right? This is what I want you to do, all right? I want you to get the towel and just whip it, all right? Hey, Chapman's like, whoa. And then, Chapman got to have Tommy John surgery and shit like that because he's whipping a fucking towel. Matt Blake's like, listen, we got some new technology for you. I don't know why, but every time I think about Matt Blake, I always think about like some sort of like mobster, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? I'm going to give you a ball and you're going to throw it inside of this bag, all right? And you're going to throw it as hard as you can. And I messaged Chapman, I'm like, yo, bro, you going to throw that shit 100 miles per hour and that shit might blow right through the bag, bro. And he's in a penthouse, bro. That shit might go out the window. He's like, nah, man, you got no idea. Some crazy technology. So
I believe it. Once I saw Joey Gallo had like a batting cage in his apartment during quarantine, I'm like, oh, they could do whatever. They could figure it out. So I haven't seen that. I have to look that up. But
did I say that Chapman tested positive? I mean, he tested negative.
He said one negative. We need another negative.
Another negative. He's back in here with the crew. So that's some good stuff. So I'm happy with that, man. I'm really happy. You get Chapman back, add him to this freaking bullpen who shut it down today in game 3.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about that. No spoilers.
Hell yeah.
But good stuff. Masahiro Tanaka. Okay, he went on the 10-day IL, but he's going to take his time to come back, with the concussion. He will wear some protective thing into his hat to, help him out for the rest of the season. So that's good with that. Tanaka did throw 20 pitches today. On the day of this report by Brian Hoke, a friend of the podcast, of course. And he said he did feel good. His next step is to take 35 to 40 pitches on Sunday, so today. And then so circle July 31st versus Boston as his first possible return to action. We had Schmidt was awarded the James Dawson Award, a title that the Yankees give out for their outstanding rookie in camp. He's also to be a factor this season, and I don't think anyone can question that. We had some roster moves, too. Yeah. Mike King makes the roster, so shout to him.
King.
Yes. Some people made the roster. Some people were making some shit over, what the hell? Why didn't Montgomery make the roster? The Yankees did this. Listen, these guys understand what they're doing. When it comes to in-season, they know what the hell they're doing in terms of the way that they manage the roster. So Montgomery will be up shortly, but don't worry about it. They didn't need a 5th starter for now. Right. So we'll see with that. Clark Schmidt, Davy Garcia will start the season on the satellite squad. So that's pretty good. And so it's good. Estrada was on there, so he was on there. He got a base hit this weekend, so that's good. I like Estrada.
Young Prince.
But they did reassign a whole bunch of people: Matt Duffy, Florial, Garcia, which we just talked about, even though he's on the taxi squad. Granite, Kratz, Brooke Kriske, who actually made it up in the last game of this series. So the Yankees sent some people down in the middle of the series, which is Clint Frazier, as well as I think it was Ben Heller. And they sent them down and swapped them out for some fresh arms because what happened in game 2 was a fucking travesty. Nick Tropiano, Miguel Yajuri, and Tony Zyke are all in the alternate training site. And like we said, Jordan Montgomery as well was sent out. Yankees, DJ LeMahieu was put on the team, and I kind of agree with it. I didn't even think about this, but I do agree with this, the way that they did it, which was, you know what, let's bring DJ LeMahieu on. Let's play him a shortened game. Let's give him the first game off. The next game, we'll give him a shortened game. And then the third game, you could play all 9. Try to build him up until he's ready. He looks ready, bro. Like, his bat is ready, bro. Like, his bat is ready.
Yeah, it's interesting because they're building him up more so because he missed time having positive COVID-19 tests. Even though he was asymptomatic, he wasn't sick. They're still being cautious. The Yankees are being cautious, and I respect it because last year we had 30 IL stints. They're being cautious with everyone, including Aaron Hicks.
And that's okay.
Aaron Hicks coming back from Tommy John surgery, right? Didn't get to start today. I'm fine with it. Caution first so that later we're not talking about, oh, man, everybody's hurt, everybody's injured. And now, on top of injuries, we got coronavirus to deal with. So good. We got enough horses in the stable.
That's good. So it's all good. We're able to do that. But, I mean, do we have anything else for Boone said? Any other news or anything else that he said out there? No, that's pretty much it, guys. So that's it for Boone said this week. I mean, he said stuff throughout the series as well, but we'll probably cover it as we go along. But Keith, opening day was the shit. And I have a video that I'm working on as well where I'm trying to get people how to be ready, how to be nice and swaggy for opening day. Keith, you had something as well, with your dudes from the fan cave. I did see that, peep that. That shit was funny. So check it out if you guys haven't already. But listen, opening day was just a vibe. Yeah. And I was calm the whole day. I want you to kind of take me through your day too, Keith, but I was calm the whole day until 6 o'clock, right? I was supposed to get a cut, and my barber, it was 5 o'clock. I was supposed to get a cut. My barber's like, oh, just wait for me. I got 2. I'm like, yo, bro, we got an appointment for 5 o'clock. What's good? He's like, oh, nah, I took 2, whatever. Like, I'm like, yo, you know what? Okay. I was waiting around there for a little while, and then I started looking at the time. Game starts at 7, first pitch. I want to be at JomboyMedia Studios with the guys, with the vibe. I'm looking at my watch, and I'm like, if I get a haircut, I'm going to be late. And I'm not about to wait all this time for baseball to come back to be late on the first day. You know, I may not look as fresh as what I do right now, right? You know what I mean? I may not look as fresh as what I do right now, but I was like, I'm not missing that game. Okay, sorry. So I may not look as fresh as what I do right now, but I said, I made that executive decision. I said, yo, fuck this shit. And from that moment on, my energy was, I had the energy of 1,000 suns, Keith. And I was driving back. You heard it in the voice, you know, we had a voice note in our freaking WhatsApp chat. And I was just like, yo, I'm ready for this shit. Let's go. I found parking right away. I got inside. I set up the computer. I set up the whole shit. We had a live stream. Guys, we live stream every game. Well, every game that I can. This week, I'm not going to be live streaming, but for the most part, we live stream all the time. And these 3 games were freaking amazing. The turnout on Twitch, if you guys haven't already, make sure you guys join the Twitch, twitch.tv/Joe's McFly, where this podcast is actually going live at. But listen, Keith, energy was crazy. I was asking, I was like, who's gonna be in the room with me? And I was like, oh, we'll just pop in and out or whatever it is. I was in there by myself on my lonely, going crazy, bro. Bro, I was going crazy, man. Yo, opening day, bro. That shit's a holiday for me, bro. But how'd it go for you, Keith? How'd it go for you? And mind you guys, people were saying that the Yankee game might get rained out, that we may not have Yankee baseball. We may have to wait till Friday. And I'm like, fuck, I don't give a shit now. I want baseball today. And I feel like all the Yankee fans willed that game and kind of pushed the Storms back. So, sorry, Keith. Had to get all that out.
It really is a holiday for people like us and baseball fans and people that cover the game and watch the game and just care about the game. For me, I woke up, Kyle slept over. Kyle works at JomboyMedia with us. And he does social media just like I do. So, him and I, he worked Wednesday and he slept over Wednesday night so that he didn't go back to South Jersey where he lives. So we woke up, just started working, preparing, getting stuff ready.
Working.
Then when we left my crib, one of the bleacher creatures was throwing a party about 15 minutes from me. Just like a opening day kickback, like barbecue, beers, whatever you want to do. So shout out to the bleacher creatures, section 203, La Bodega gang, La Bodega family, aka the Super Friends. They brought me in as like an honorary member. Last year, I just kept running into them at the bodega and in section 203, made friends with all the guys. So they invited me to the party. I went over there, had a couple beers, and then we slid to the Bronx. As soon as we got to the Bronx, man, you could just feel everybody was like not on edge, but everybody was like had that energy.
It was like an energy,
for
like,
real
it's
today.
go time.
Like,
it's go time.
It starts today. Like
it's go time.
This is what we really do today.
This is what we do. I don't think Trevor Proof knew what's up. I don't think he knew what's up yet. I think he's seen a little bit of stuff like the podcast and stuff. I think he's seen that and he knows. I don't think he knew what this in-game season shit is, boy. I don't think he knows.
Plouffe is out in LA and he's obviously a former Minnesota Twin. He played for the A's, the Phillies, the Rays. But as far as his Yankees Twitter shit and who we all are and what we all do online during the games, he didn't know that. He didn't know what was coming with that. So Thursday night, we were all just kind of like coming together like Voltron, like the damn Justice League, like all of our powers combined.
It was like
on the world.
Guys, I'm gonna let you guys know exactly how it was. It was just like this. That moment, it's like John Boy got in the middle and he said, "Avengers! Assemble." And then the whole shit, everybody just went in there, started doing all the vibes, guys.
I started hitting you at like 6, and that's why you were sending me the voice notes telling me about your barber in the chat. And I'm like, I done heard that story with the barber before. You're gonna have to make it another day, bro. I'm like, yo, we got an hour until first pitch. I'm like, where you at? Get to the studio, get to JomboyMedia headquarters, and then. Man, everybody did what they had to do. We were clipping up. I was sending videos out from Pinstripe Strong, gifts out from Pinstripe Strong. You had the live going, and it was like Jake coming in, me coming in, John coming in. And I feel like we just crushed it, man. And that's what I want us to do for these next 10 weeks. I want us to just crush the content around baseball, around the Yankees. I mean, we even kept it going the next day. Friday, the Yankees were off, but we were on JomboyMedia Twitter, Talking Yanks Twitter, Talking Baseball Twitter, our own personal accounts. Clipping the games, sending stuff out. Yoenis Cespedes, home run. Whatever came through, we were really
the
just
machine
on top
doesn't
of it.
stop. The machine doesn't stop.
I'm just proud, man. I'm proud
happy.
of all of us for getting through the quarantine, pandemic, and the negotiations.
And didn't skip a beat.
Labor negotiations.
Didn't skip a beat.
They said it was 266 days since Game 7 of the World Series. I said, that's 99 days from being a full year without baseball.
But let's talk about Game 1. And this is the Game 1 of Game 1s. The Yankees against the defending champs, Washington Nationals, in primetime TV. Garrett Cole against Max Scherzer. Let's go. The perfect stage was set. 7 o'clock. First pitch thrown. Garrett Cole was ready to go. And you know what? It's a brand name, and there were storms that were coming. But the storms that were really coming were coming out of the Yankees bats, and we'll explain that. Because in the top of the first inning, when Giancarlo freaking homers and sends a freaking moonshot off of Max Scherzer, we were saying this year's different. Year 3G.
Yes. My boy healthy. Hashtag year 3G. I was too geeked up. I'm still geeked up.
Yeah.
Because I know what it is, right? I said, before he even hit that home run, I said, Giancarlo has hit plenty home runs in Nationals Park. Giancarlo played plenty of games in Marlins Park with no fans. And now he's healthy. What do you think this man is about to do? Hit bombs. Hit bombs.
Another one.
Games. Unfazed, and then not even hit bombs, right? Because he had he had a double in there. He just is seeing the ball well. He looks relaxed. And like year 3G, of course, year 3G, the year 2020, this is the year that you get to see why Giancarlo Stanton makes what he makes, why he is one of the best baseball players in the world, and why he's on your New York Yankees.
Max Scherzer,
congratulations, you played yourself.
Listen to me right now. The Yankees are coming here and ready to take what's theirs, okay? That's just what it is. It's been way too long, and I don't give a shit if it's 60 games or 162 games. We coming ready to play. I mean, when I heard, I think it was a bullpen coach was telling, was on that R2C2 podcast. He's like, yo, if it's a 20-game season, we're going to have to go 17-2 and win this shit. That's just what it is. That's just what the vibes is.
I laughed when Scherzer threw that pitch because with the hot mics, you could hear him. He goes, God damn it.
I'm going to be honest. I love Max Scherzer. I love his attitude. I think that's the attitude an ace is supposed to have. Max Scherzer's attitude. That's the attitude you're supposed to have. So it's good. He is coming out. And you know what? Both pitchers, Garrett Cole, let's talk about Garrett Cole for a little bit, right?
Yeah. Garrett
Cole, Max Scherzer, they came out. It was like trying to feel your way and get back into the water kind of thing. And I think he even admitted it where he was like kind of was it tiptoe? Is tiptoeing the right word, or where it just felt
trying
like
to find
it.
And it looked like that. It wasn't the traditional opening day. We're starting the season on the 23rd of July. I think maybe not tiptoeing, but figuring it out. Yeah. They both didn't have full command right away. They both gave up home runs. They both were kind of trying to find their spots.
Yeah, trying to find their spots. Shout to Gary, because I felt like Gary kind of really helped them along really well.
Yeah, great game with Gary behind the plate.
So that was good.
Credit. People ain't saying enough about Gary behind the plate.
Gary helped them along really well, so then that is good, and I'm really happy about that. I like what I seen from Gary as well. Let's see. So Garrett Cole coming out here when he figured it out, guys. He really did figure it out, and I felt like he got through the game. He was able to kind of shut down the Nationals lineup, because in that bottom first inning, Yankees got 2 on the board. You're like, oh my God, let's go. We got to Max Scherzer. He gives up a homer to Adam Eaton. You don't like that homer, but you know what? At the same time, I thought about it. I was telling everybody in the chat, we still got the lead. Let us relax. It's okay. Now let's play ball. Judge freaking doubles in the third to bring in another run. 3-1 Yanks. Giancarlo again. I mean, Giancarlo, thank you so much, man. He's been doing a great job. It's now 4-1 Yanks, and that's basically all she wrote, because then the heavens opened up. And then we had a 2-hour delay and all that, and that was basically all she wrote. I am kind of upset that they waited the 2 hours. Like, it's such a long time. I think it was the Nationals waiting, bro. But
I was blown by that. But I knew I looked at the field, and I saw how wet the field was, and I'm like, they're not restarting this game. And man, I'll say this: Garrett Cole, complete game, one hitter. Yeah, that's a good way to get a complete game in the books.
A good way to start. That's a good way to start. So it's a good way to start.
I believe in the baseball gods, and I believe they're connected with Mother Nature and the universe and all that type of stuff. How crazy was it? Rob Manfred joins the broadcast. Not even 2-3 minutes into him talking, you see a big-ass lightning strike.
Yeah.
And this dude gets off the broadcast, and not even 3, 4, 5 minutes later, they have to call the game. They have to postpone the game. And I'm like, that's an omen. That's because this guy did all that playing games, all that nonsense with the labor negotiations. Oh, we're gonna have baseball. Oh, we're not so sure. Oh, well, the players need to. Commissioner Manfred, the baseball gods are not fond of you, and they basically canceled the party after you jumped on the broadcast trying to smile and say, "Oh yeah, well, baseball's back," and act like you has something to do with it in a positive light more than a negative light. They rained on our parade, and that was all she wrote for game one. But hey, we did what we had to do.
We got the dub.
Getting the dub and getting out in front early. 4-1. Yankees win. The Yankees win.
Let's go. And you know what? It's funny because they said on the Yes broadcast today that each win counts for 2.5 wins in a regular season. Yeah. So, I mean,
So we already got.
We took that one.
We already got 5.5, 6.
So
wins.
that's good. So that's good. That's good. That's good. So the Yankees would come back. Then you're thinking the next day vibes. This is what I'm talking about. Let's go. First of all, great game. We didn't have to use the bullpen. Then we got a day off the next day, and we're thinking we're some positive vibes going into game 2. You're thinking Paxton's on the mound. He's gonna get his shit together. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go on to game 2.
Yeah, the guys had dinner Friday night.
Oh, I like that. I forgot to mention that.
Brett Gardner and Garrett Cole put together a nice little team dinner.
That's what I like to see.
Gathering.
Like
and that's
that.
good for morale, especially with the night off. Supposedly they watched some of the other MLB games.
That's good.
Start looking at your competition and get that morale built for this run we're going to make.
Yeah, everybody's talking and vibing. I like that. I like the fact that they're still trying to come together, even though there's pandemic stuff and people trying to keep everybody apart. I like how they're still trying to figure out a way to come together. And so I like that. So the Yankees beat Max Scherzer first game, and then now it was supposed to be Steven Strasburg up against James Paxton, who ended the season last year as hot as anybody could be. And then you're thinking, okay, all right, good. Maybe he's going to keep it going. He had the back surgery. He came back. He said he's fully healed, has no problems with it. And long and behold, Keith, wasn't too good of an outing. I thought at first it was going to be more of a situation, kind of like how it was with Cole, and then he figures it out, and a good outing. But shit, man, dude just freaking shit the bed, bro.
Bro, I'll say this, right? In the beginning of the season last year, we all talked about Paxton not being able to get out of the first inning. That was the most annoying thing. Like, we saw it coming. Then he found his groove. He got hot later in the year, and we damn sure needed it. But he had the back injury. And I've only seen Paxton pitch 2 times since coming back from that back injury. The first time, he pitched against Judge and Giancarlo. They took him deep back-to-back. And I was like, okay, his inter-squad scrimmaging. Maybe he's just trying to get his pitches right.
Yeah.
He's just throwing his fastball, whatever it is. Then we get into the game Saturday, and I'm getting that feeling with him again that I was getting in the beginning of the year last year. He got through the first, but then he started putting guys on. He started struggling, and it could have been way worse. We had to get him up out of there. And what I feel about Paxton is it's going to take him some time. We obviously, signed big game Maple James and, put it
big game Maple
big Maple game James. We signed him, 2 years ago to be an ace.
Yeah.
And he's showing us that he can be an ace, big lefty, but I think he's going to need more time to get there. So my hope is that if he, can figure it out in maybe 2 or 3 more weeks, now they got some game film, they can work with him, Matt Blake, and get him right. But let's talk about Michael King. Michael King came in. And at first, Michael King was looking sharp, and I was like, King me. I'm really rooting for Michael King. And it sucks that we had to go to the bullpen that early. But if you need a guy for some early relief, long relief, whatever you want to call it, Michael King could be that guy.
He came into a really bad situation where there was bases loaded, right? Bases loaded.
Had to get us out of a jam, and he did.
No outs, and we basically did. I was so pissed off with Paxton at that point in time. But I think, and somebody brought it up, I think it has to do with the whole situation with his back. Maybe he doesn't find his arm slot. And then I was kind of pissed off too with the Yankee lineup as well, because I looked at Steven Strasburg not starting because he didn't start because he had some issue with a nerve in his hand. And I'm like, oh shit, we going up against Fetty Wap. And I'm like, yo, we about to whop Fetty, you know what I mean? And then, bro, whop him around the park. Yo, B, he was shutting us down, man. What the hell's going on here?
We were asleep at the wheel.
I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was a day off. I have a little inkling of what it might.
Day off.
It might be that they were all preparing. Now, this isn't an excuse, but maybe they were all preparing for Strasburg and they didn't prepare for Fetty. I don't know, but it was a bad look.
But who was ready? Giancarlo Stanton.
Giancarlo Stanton was ready for this.
Year 3G.
Year 3G
is upon us.
There hasn't been a game that he was not ready in so far this year. But the crazy thing is that the Nationals jumped to a 3-0 lead. King was able to come in and get a big double play, the run scored and stuff like that, and then he was able to get out of it. But then when first time through the lineup was good, second time through the lineup not so good, and then he gave up some stuff. Yankees were trying to creep back into it. When DJ LeMahieu had an RBI single, so that shit was clutch. I'm like, oh shit, let's go. Okay, DJ LeMahieu, this is what I'm talking about. So it's 3-1 game. Then G hits a freaking home run. Guys, he hits a bomb to like
almost 500-foot bomb.
Yo, seriously, he hits like a 500-foot bomb, and it was just what did they say? 480 something feet.
483. But like StatCast has been off, and this is gonna give me an opportunity to come at Fox for the broadcast.
Go ahead.
The broadcast was trash. Now we already know Joe Buck is a hater. We damn sure know John Smoltz is a hater. These two calling the game whack. I muted it a couple of times. I was gonna listen to John and Susan, but the broadcast they couldn't get us instant replays, and even ESPN, we couldn't get the replays we wanted, like big hits. We didn't get to see the replay right away. I have a problem with that, and I understand. Yes, they're coming back from a pandemic as well. They're.
I think it was
the first couple games for them too, but come on, this is simple stuff for the television network.
First game was they're trying to figure it out. The first game the problem was the storms, right? So ESPN, it was a storm. 483 feet in the chat. They just reminded me. Thank you so much. It was
483.
Crazy.
It was that you could see it was that deep. They said it was like 417, but I'm like, nah, that wasn't 417.
Yeah. There was stuff that they were talking about there, Fox broadcasts, and it was bad. And then even Sunday when we get Yes, and then Yes was kind of getting it off with the sound. They fixed it toward the end of the broadcast. Yeah. But in the beginning it was like, oh shit, like the song, like the sound wasn't lined up correctly, bro. But I could tell that Yes be working on shit like quick to trying to get shit done because they know they see social media, so they know what's going on there. So that's good. But Giancarlo with another
gotcha, bitch.
Another one. 483 feet, man. That shit was crazy. Yeah, that put us even closer. I'm thinking 27 hours. People in my chat give up. I don't know if they just started watching Yankee baseball or what. Listen, 27 outs. We play them all till we play them all. And then, let's go. That's the positive vibes going on. And then Robles homers. He hits the pole. That was like a close one. And it was a cheapie. It was like, But then you're thinking in that inning, because that inning kind of gets away because then the Drupal Cabrera hits a double, and then they're extending their lead. It's now 5-2. But there was a play where I don't think any of this shit happens. And maybe in an alternate universe, the Yankees won this game where, like, what happened was Gardner goes to go get a ball, and the ball kind of pops out of his glove.
Yeah, he like slid under it.
Yeah, kind of slid under it, popped out of his glove. Like, everything like just went to shit from there. Runner stays on base, 2-run foul homer. Then before you know it, it's like we're down, and Yankees never got off the mat, guys, because it would go on to just
when it rains, it pours. We got our ass kicked.
Yeah, we did. We got our asses
humble
kicked.
Pie.
Cabrera,
on national television, humble pie.
Yeah, Nationals came back. They're the defending champs. They hit everything. It felt like in this game, everything that the Yankees hit went right at somebody. Everything that the Nationals hit a freaking hit the hole, got by everybody. All this stuff. So
it goes like that sometimes, bro, especially when you hear before the game that Strasburg's not going to pitch. I think we kind of walked into this game like it was a gimme, like, oh, we're going to be 2-0. Strasburg's not pitching. Like, yeah, we're good. We end up throwing King, Holder, Hale, Heller. Like,
it's a little tough.
It got away quickly from us.
It's a little tough to be able to make up for something like your starting pitcher only giving you 1 inning pitched. I mean, yeah, that's going to be a tough one. That's going to be a tough one, motherfucker. So,
I will say this about this game before we go to the rubber match.
Yeah.
The biggest thing for me was I saw Gleyber Torres went 0 for 4 with the strikeout, leaving 3 runners on base.
He had a bad 2 games.
And in game 2, You never see Glaber do this. He struck out and
frustrated.
He frustrated, like very frustrated, throws his bat like after he strikes out to end the inning. Like I've never seen Glaber turn around and just throw his bat on the ground outside the batter's box. Yep. And I tweeted, I was like, yo, I like that though. Like, get mad, Glaber, show some emotion. Like, I never seen Glaber show emotion like that. And that made me know right there, he's pissed off. Yes. He cares. Let's talk about game 3.
Yeah. So game 3, Yankees would go on to lose this game 9-2, guys. 9-2. But you know what? It's okay, because even though we lost this, we're down, but we're not out.
No, sir. Not me.
Let's go, Yankees, game 3. And now everybody's thinking like, oh shit, what the hell? Now we got the bullpen and Patrick Corbin, this, that, and the third. Listen, I'm taking the Yankee bullpen over anybody and their freaking bullpen. Okay, I'll tell you that right now. If you are new to this, get used to this, okay? Because the Yankee bullpen is where it's at, okay? Loaizica against Patrick Corbin. Okay, Patrick Corbin came out nasty. Not gonna lie, came out nasty. Shut down the Yankees.
Perfect game, tough.
Hell yeah! And for Glaber, who we'll talk about him some more, Glaber would break the no hitter and with a base hit, but the Yankees were like stifled. They couldn't do anything. I thought Giancarlo was gonna go yard in this game. That was like my pick pregame to go yard. We were having fun in the stream because I put up a poll. And somebody was like, oh, I'll subscribe if you could be, if one of the Yankees, one of the 3 Yankees that you choose hits a home run. So I chose 3 Yankees. And as the game went along, he's like, you know what? Let's change it. How about if any Yankee goes and hits a home run? Because the way that he was pitching.
We ended up getting some.
Exactly. The way that he was pitching was nasty.
Like he had something to prove, like he was motivated. Now, some of you Yankee fans remember us courting him last year, when we were also courting Manny Machado,
or the year before?
2 seasons ago. Two seasons ago. Going into the 2019 season, we had not Robbie Ray. We had Patrick Corbin on the Yankee scoreboard.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yankee Stadium. Yeah. That's what I mean. We were courting him in free agency. Now,
it was the beginning of last year.
Hudson, host Talking Nets with me. He tweeted out, Pat Corbin is from Syracuse. He grew up a Yankee fan, idolizing Andy Pettitte. We couldn't sign him. No, we couldn't sign him because if we would have gave him we would have never got Garrett Cole. But Pat Corbin probably wanted to be a Yankee, and he was waiting to pitch against the Yankees.
Yeah, he was waiting to pitch. He was waiting to pitch against the Yankees throughout that time. And you know what? He was waiting to pitch against us, and it looked like it because the guy was shutting shit down. Boy, what was Patrick Corbin's line? 6 1/3, 2 hits, 1 earned run, 8 Ks. Just shutting the Yankees down, mowing them down. But the Yankee bullpen would hold the pitching matchup because from Loaizica to Hale to Ottavino to Chad Green to fucking Canely, okay, to then oh no, you Britain shutting shit down. Like that's where things were happening, bro. Like Loaizica did a really good job at setting the tone. Kind of still keeping the Yankees there. In his 3rd inning, right before like the final out, like he would have had a scoreless outing, but he gave up that 1 home run. But it's okay. It was only 1 run. Solo homers won't beat you. We talked about that, Keith. Solo homers won't beat you. Hale will come out, give up another run. It was 2-0 for a while. People were just giving up on the Yankees, saying, yo, it's over. Guys, you seen this? Like, come on now. Yankees, maybe they may not come back every freaking night, but they will give you the best effort to try to come back, okay? Trey Turner has no business homering on that pitch in that inside corner like that, but he did.
He's good.
He is good. He's very good. Really good. Some freaking speed. The guy makes me nervous on the base path. So Eric Thames is freaking thick, bro. Like that dude is freaking meaty and brolic, B. And he had a RBI single that got by Luke Voigt. Keith.
Yeah.
Voigt should have stopped that
play.
Okay, it was like, yeah. I don't know if I don't know, but listen, you gotta stop that shit, bro. Like that shit was. I don't know about that, bro.
Luke redeemed himself with the home run, but
you
gotta make that play in a game like that,
in
a tight game like that. You gotta make that play at first every time.
Exactly. It was a great.
At least knock the ball down. Knock
it down. Keep it in front of you.
Right through him. I was like, come on. I was sick, bro. They put up nothing for 6 innings. We didn't have a hit for 6 innings. Glaber was on one today. He broke up the perfect game, no-hitter, shutout, whatever. And obviously he homered. He had 3 hits, 1 homer, 2 RBIs. And I was saying on Twitter, right? That's a product of this young man going to sleep mad.
Mad.
You know when you go to sleep mad and you got to get that good rest and you know you're going to wake up tomorrow and do something about what's pissing you off, what's making you mad? Glaber woke up focused. He went to sleep mad, but woke up focused. Came to the park today like, I'm going to control what I can control. I'm not going 0 for 4 today.
Glaber Torres. Glaber Torres.
You're the best around. Nothing's gonna ever keep you down.
No one's ever going to keep you down. Glaber Torres with the bombs. Hit a shot, which I feel like the Yankees, it kind of got the Yankees going. I feel like everybody in Yankee land and even in my chat, like they were like kind of down. And then I throw on that Guile music. You already know. And I'm like, yo, let's go. We got to get this shit. Let's go right there. Glaber Torres, Glaber Day, freaking just yeets one right over the freaking the left.
Glaber,
over left field and
he knocked Corbin out of the game. They took Corbin out after that. Corbin was dominating us.
I don't know why they took him out. Maybe it's the first outing or whatever, but he was super economical.
Just like okay, you know, it's a 10-game season. It's the first one.
I guess.
You know, we're into the 7th.
None of my business.
None of my business.
Of my business, because you know what?
Helped us.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Take him out. Take him out.
We don't care.
Will Harrison. Y'all know Will Harris.
Oh yeah,
right?
we brought him right on in because
y'all know Will Harris. Astros, Will Harris, the same Will Harris that gave it up in the World Series to the Nationals. The Nationals thought it was a bright idea to sign his goofy ass. They put him in, and he gave it up. Luke Voigt, boop.
Yeets one right out of the freaking park. And you know what? At this point, I'm just like,
congratulations, you played yourself.
Let's go.
Just like that.
And you totally redeem yourself. I'm super happy.
What?
You dare do what to Luke Voigt? You make absolutely no sense. He seen that ball.
Hello there.
And was able to hit that shit right out on him and tie the freaking game at 2. And some good shit going on right there. Glaber Torres in the top of the 8th inning would get the freaking go-ahead single to then say, all right, guys, I'm going to win this game for us right now, okay?
Right.
I'm going to win this game for us right now. Was able to get that.
On my back.
And he was able to score Aaron Hicks. And I was, at this point, Keith, let's get this win. Tommy Kahnle has to work around some bullshit, man. Like, I'm just like, I cannot believe this. Is this seriously happening right now? Where
Gotta sweat it out.
You know, he gets a ground ball, and he was nasty, Keith.
No, his changeup is dumb. His changeup is really
disgusting.
stupid. You really watch him pitch, they know it's coming and they still can't hit it.
Kahnle.
Like they know it's coming and they still can't hit it.
Kahnle, thank you so much for that change. He was nasty in this game. I think he was the most impressive pitcher out of the pen.
I like what Chad came in and did too. We got to show Chad some love.
Gotta show him some love. You're right. But
that's my boy. I always throw the picture of me and Chad in Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A Chad came out cooking. I was like, it's good to see you, Chad. Good to see you again. I ran into him at Chick-fil-A on like 46th Street back in the day.
But that was good, man. I was real surprised. Clutch Kahnle, clutched up, bases loaded, able to work out of that. He was pumped, bro.
Yeah, he should be
pumped. When they walked, who was it that they walked? Kendrick. I thought that was a great move. They walked Kendrick. Guy always gets big hits. I cannot stand Kendrick. Walked him with runner open, and they were able to go up against thick Eric Thames. And
boy, if you don't
get the hell up out of here, threw a changeup and was able to get him out. So that was good. And Kahnle was freaking pumped on to the 9th inning. I don't know about you, Keith, but I wanted insurance.
Bro, we loaded the bases up. We had it. That like So what happened? I thought it was a balk, and then G got on with an intentional walk.
Yeah.
And we had bases loaded.
No runs.
We just squandered the opportunity. I wanted insurance too, but then again, I was like, yo, I don't miss this feeling of watching the game and sweating it out to the very last out.
I said Saturday night, I said, if this doesn't make sense, maybe this is a t-shirt, I don't know. I am happy I am happy to finally be upset, or I'm happy to be able to be upset about baseball again.
Yeah, a lot of people. I think I saw that had like 300 likes. A lot of people felt you, so it made sense. I understand what you mean about just having a game to be mad about. Like, we haven't had that in almost a year. Like, we almost went a year without having that feeling. Like, we haven't felt like that since October. So, what was I gonna say?
What?
The way I felt about this like 10 minutes of the game, like from Canely, like we get out with Canely, we're pumped. Then we get the bases loaded and we don't get insurance. I'm like,
I thought that we lost a little momentum.
We could have got walked off. I'm thinking, yo, these guys are gonna walk us off and steal the series.
I'm gonna get tight.
Like they're a team of destiny. I watched them do this type of stuff. They come back and beat the Astros. I've watched them rally. Like, we're not safe right now. It's not safe for us right now.
Yeah, so it was good. I mean, if you guys don't know what Keith's talking about, in the ninth inning, it was like a sweat factory. It was crazy. We were, I thought freaking Yankees are gonna figure this out and get out of this no problem. But oh no, you Britain came in, and then Glaber with an error, and Gary Sanchez with a pass ball, and I'm like, I was just like, oh my God, I can't believe
it was all going bad.
Yo, I was just
Glaber
like,
with the glove, and then everybody starts hating on Glaber, like, oh, Glaber's not good.
He's a second baseman.
I'm like, give him time to be our full-time shortstop. This is his third game as a full-time shortstop. His bat showed up today. The glove is on the way.
Give him a chance.
All is well that ends well, right? It didn't cost us anything. It didn't cost us anything. And I will say, Gio at third, that tag.
Oh, yeah.
That was the biggest. That was it in the ninth. That tag, getting that out at third, was the biggest play of the game, at the end of the game at least, because once we had that out, I'm like, yo, we're good. If we didn't have, if that runner was safe at third in scoring position to score, that would have been the tying run. Getting the tying run off third, like, that was everything. Yeah,
no, seriously. Listen, there's a couple of things, a couple of moving parts there. You're a fucking idiot trying to steal there. Like, it just feels like the Yankees are almost giving you the inning, and I get it that he made it there safe, but bruh, thank you for being a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
You're a fucking idiot.
I mean, thank you so much. You got thrown out at third base there. Gary with a really good throw, and how about even though he beat him there, the throw didn't beat him there, but Gio kept the tag on. You overslid, you're out, let's go. And now we got a runner at first. If I had to trade third for first, I'll do it all day. Britton comes up, gets a pop-up, and then gets the next guy out, and let's go! W's in the chat, guys. We got W's in the chat. You guys already know.
Game and series.
I was able to play the
spread and the news.
Some winning victories right now. We got that, and the Yankees win their first series 2-1. Some good shit. But that was exciting. It was nice to feel that excitement again. The freaking rush of the game. That shit was great, and I'm so glad that we were able to get it. But Keith, who is the Pinstripe? No, we're not gonna do that. We'll do the you trash, right? So we'll do the you
for the series.
Yeah, we'll do the well, it's a little different not having it with Chris here, but who is the you trash player of the series? Who left a lot to be desired on there?
If you ask me, James Paxton, that was a terrible start. That was a terrible start. The pitchers are supposed to be ahead of the hitters in MLB. That's what pretty much everyone was saying throughout the weekend. We saw guys like DeGrom come out and shove.
Yeah.
Kyle Hendricks from the Cubs shove, Bieber from the Indian shove. Like, we saw a lot of good pitching. James Paxton was garbaggio. You trash, son.
You trash, son. Not a good look. Yeah, just a bad look there. My guy, in all honesty, I think I believe that Hicks only had one hit the
Hicks
whole
struggled.
series.
He had some walks, but if you want to look for a weak link in the lineup, it's probably Hicksy.
I just it felt. I mean, yeah,
I'm a big Hicks guy though. Hashtag Hicks Hive. When he figures it out and gets right,
we need him. I'm only saying it because I love you, but you know what? For this series, you trash, son. That's what it is. But it's time for the
do better. He'll do better.
You trash ended. You trash, son. It misses Chris, so I wonder who Chris would have picked. But we'll see. Get a little difficult. We're gonna change it around. Also, we're gonna see what we'll do. We'll give it some different awards throughout the series as well. Give us some ideas. Feel free to do that. And then we have the Pinstripe Strong Performer of the series, which since it's now we're away, I guess I get to go first. Is that the way it works, or there's Chris? But this is easy. I'm sorry. I'm gonna take. Damn, you know what? Is it really that easy? Shit.
There's two guys. So whoever you take, I'm gonna take the other guy.
Shit.
Now there's like honestly, yeah, there's really between two guys.
I'm taking Giancarlo. Giancarlo, I thought it's really important for him to get off, and I like the leadership role also portion that he took because him and Hicks kneeled, and the way that he spoke about how the same exit that he would take was the same exit where Rodney King, that happened, the Rodney King beating, and I just love to see that out of GG. Always looks like a quiet kind of dude, you know what I mean? Keeps to himself, and I love the way that he's feeling more comfortable to be able to speak, not only to speak, but comfortable at the plate, hitting shots, moon shots left and right. His at-bats look a lot better. Year 3G. I'm with it.
3G.
That's my guy. Who you picking?
3G. Hashtag year 3G. And to piggyback off of what you said, I don't know if you guys know this. I know, like, as much as you've heard me on this podcast, Dog G, it's because I'm a huge fan of his. His mom is black. I actually was at Marlins Park and saw, like, his mom and dad usually sit like right in the front, like literally right in the front row. I've physically seen them with my own eyes.
Nice.
His mom is a black woman. His dad is a white guy. He's mixed. And what he said was that the exit that he used to take in LA to go to where his mom was from or where they lived or whatever, that's where Rodney King was beat. And he wasn't old enough to remember all that went down in 92, but like that stands out to him, and he's going to speak out and do his part. And that's great. Now,
that's all good.
Since you took him as your Pinstripe Strong performance of the series,
who you picking?
I gotta go Glaber. I gotta go Glaber for this reason: the rubber match, the game to decide the series. Now, Glaber was 0 for 4 Saturday. He was you trash, son. On Saturday, he was trash. He was hot garbage. He knew
Friday
it too. That's why he got emotional, throw his bat. But the response when we needed it, the response in the game to take the series. He put the team on his back, though. One of the youngest players in the league.
Damn.
Put his team on his back, came through today, broke up the perfect game, knocked Corbin out of the game with a home run. He's my Pinstripe Strong performance player of the series.
All right. I mean, it's kind of tough. I think this is the first time in the history of Pinstripe Strong that somebody pitches a complete game and doesn't get the Pinstripe Strong performer. But Garrett Cole, honorable mention for you. And also, of course, we got to give it to Canely for that awesome performance in the final game as well. So thank you guys so much for that. We got some reviews real quick to kind of read here because I want to show you guys some love since you guys did were nice enough to leave us a review. You guys haven't already, make sure you guys hop on the, if you guys are on social, on iTunes, sorry. Make sure you guys hop on that and leave us a 5-star review. We will put you on there. And first person is from I Believer. He says 5-star review, says awesome. Joe's, Keith, and Chris do an awesome job sharing their love for the Yankees. Their content is super entertaining and on point. Their recreations of events surrounding the Yankees are hilarious and most likely are exactly what happened. Keep up the good work, guys. At KRoberts0844. Thank you so much for that. And next person is Motor302. Says, loving the Pinstripe Strong pod. Awesome podcast. Got into the Pinstripe Strong after listening to Talking Yanks. John Boy and his crew here are legit. Different flavor with Pinstripe Strong. That's what I'm talking about. Little more laid back and chill, but still quality content. Keep up, Pinstripe. Keep up. P.S. Go Yanks. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. So yeah, appreciate you guys. Make sure you guys do leave us that there. And real quick, we also got 2 voicemails that I think somebody left us here. So you guys want to leave voicemails, feel free to do so. 347-389-4898. Hey. 347-394-8998. Hey. Positive vibes there. And
definitely leave a voicemail and tell us what you thought about this weekend's games.
Oh yeah. After every game, feel free to do so. It doesn't really matter. We may end up having to have a voicemail pod if we promote it like that. But here we go. So this is the first voicemail here. Let's see, who is this from?
Hey guys, how you doing? It's Willie calling from Texas. Hey, I just thought about an idea about your podcast. I don't know if you thought about this, but just to make it a little more interactive, and maybe you can invite one of your listeners onto the show, obviously over audio, and interact in one way or another. I think that's a good idea. That will give it a little spark to the podcast that you do every time you come on. Just a thought, guys. Go Yankees! They're looking great. I think we have a very strong rotation. I think that Monty should be moved to the 4th spot and move half to the 5th spot. That's my thoughts. Go Yankees!
All right. That was good. That was from Willie there. Thank you so much for that. And that's not a bad idea. Maybe we could do like a giveaway or something like that. Or maybe we'll figure it out. You know what? That's not a bad idea. Well, we could have some people kind of call in, or maybe we'll just have a call-in app. And people just call in if they really do want to do that, then sure, go ahead. We have no problem with that.
Voicemail is the easiest way to get on the
Voicemails are the easiest, yeah, because then that way we could be able to interact with you that way, and then we know what's happening. But let's see.
And I was a listener before I was ever a co-host, so you already did that. You brought a listener on the pod. I was listening from the jump. I told you, get a good mic, get this. I've been listening.
Yeah, he did. He was good. Keith was giving the advice there. But as far as the rotation, moving it, I mean, the spot in the lineup, I don't really. There's no real too much difference about that because I feel like it kind of all becomes jumbled. If you're talking about a playoff series, then when we get there, we could talk about that. Yeah. But for now, I don't really mind too much. But let's see. Who's the next?
Yeah, there's a lot to be seen with that still.
Next one is from Ryan.
Hey, guys. This is Ryan from Alaska. Going back to yesterday's game with the Big Maple on the mound, do you guys think that he is still having issues with his back? I'd like to hear your thoughts on that.
Ryan from Alaska.
All the way.
My man in Alaska. Cool fact about Alaska, a lot of people don't know, probably do know this. I don't know.
World in Alaska.
Oh, yeah, but 6 months of the year is daylight. 6 months of the year is darkness.
Whole
so
world,
cool.
no blanket in Alaska.
Do I think that his back is still bothering him? I don't know if the back is still bothering him. I think he's learning how to pitch after the back surgery. Surgery is a real serious thing. But I think he's learning how to pitch after it, so maybe that's what it is, Keith.
His back is fine. And as cautious as the Yankees have been, if his back was an issue, he wouldn't be starting game 2 for us. It's not a back thing. It's a pitching thing. And like you said, learning to pitch now after the surgery and just find his rhythm and find himself again. Paxton will get right. Like I said earlier in this pod, it's going to take him 2-3 weeks. We've only seen him pitch twice. I was kind of worried when we rolled him out in intra-squad. I'm like, okay, this is the first time I'm seeing Paxton pitch, and like I said, it's going to take him a couple weeks, right? But we're paying him, so we're going to put him in that spot. But you know what? We learned a lot Saturday, and we're not going to just run him out there again. There's not that many games to just be running guys out there that aren't ready.
Yeah, that's basically where it's at. But Yeah, thank you guys so much for the voicemails. You guys want to leave us voicemails, 347-389-4898. I mean, things go really well, and then maybe we might end up having our own voicemail episode, and that's kind of like what Willie was talking about. That episode will be just for you guys, and then not only will we play voicemails, we'll take questions from the chat. We'll also take questions where people can call in, maybe call in live and stuff like that, and then we could interact with you guys then. But we got to grow some more before we start doing some shit like that. We have a whole separate voicemail just talking about that stuff. Kind of like how Talking Yank stuff, but a little bit there. Are you all right, Keith? Bless you, man.
My allergies are playing up.
Keith was like, all right, well, thank you guys so much, man. Opening day, opening week, man. From here on out, it's a never stop machine. You guys feel free to do so. I think this week we did the trial run on Twitch first time. Went great. We may keep doing it that way, or I might just do both at the same time. I guess it doesn't hurt doing both. We'll see what we'll do from there. Thank you guys so much for joining. People that were in the chat. I'll chat with you guys for a little bit after. And Keith, you got any last words for anybody? We got a series coming up for right now against the Phillies.
We got the Phillies. Then we've got the Phillies in the Bronx.
Yeah.
And then we've got the Red Sox this weekend. 61 game seasons. Every game matters. Every game counts. We are going to keep putting out content. You see me putting out the videos on Pinstripe Strong Twitter. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Yo, you want to watch the Yankees this year? You got to follow Pinstripe Strong. Joe's McFly, Chris McFly, Keith McFly. We're going to keep it coming for 10 weeks and try and win a World Series. So,
yeah, man. But
thanks
guys,
for listening.
Like I always say, make sure you guys keep your pinstripes on and more during the season and stay pinstripe strong. Let's go, Yankees! Tell them Noah!